Hello my boys, good morning. Today we're gonna talk about the max setup of my build here, which is out. So in case you missed it, you have the written guide here, and it includes the normal version and the max version. Here it's gameplay showcase for the normal version, which is very overpowered. So this build can function on under 2 Divine Orbs pretty well and can do Waystone 15, and also we have good defenses. In case you want to see gameplay, you click on this video, will redirect you to gameplay. Here you'll have the setup that you need to use. And for the max version, you'll have two POBs. So this will be normal version POB and max version. Here is the POB and here is the skill planner that you can see it right away here. And here is for the max version, which we'll talk in a second. Here are the items and here is for the maxed out version. Here I will need to make a correction after I finish this video. Actually, because we're using this helmet, there is a node that we can allocate now that will give us a lot of life regen, 2.5%, and because of this node, you actually can use any body armor with armor that you desire. Maybe you want to go with this one, that it's a new body armor. Warlord Cuirass, it will, as the implicit armor applies to elemental damage. You can go with this one, and you go with one with a lot of armor, because as you know, in this patch, armor applies to elemental damage for fire, cold, and lighting, and this will mitigate greatly the damage. Look, my armor is 87. If I summon my totems here and I get a turtle, you will notice that it's more than 87. Now it's 89. Yeah, so this build has good, very strong defenses, which is incredible. So you'll not get one-shotted with this build. In this video, I will explain the maxed out version. And let me scroll. Yeah, so I added even more tips here. If you want to check it, you'll put it in the description of the video and you can access the guide. Now, my boys, let's talk what happened here. So everyone talks about the new helmet, as you know. Everyone talks about it. It's really powerful. Now, what this helmet does, in case you missed it, we have the surround mechanic, which is this one. If you have at least 5 enemies, you get certain bonuses from the skill tree, for example, from some gems, etc. Now, this helmet will mitigate that requirement. It will require fewer enemies to be surrounded. This means that number 5, it's -5 from the helmet, so requires 0 fewer enemies to be counted as surrounded. It means that all the effects that we're gonna take from the skill tree with surround, while surrounded, will be available all the time, because this will mitigate the requirement of having 5 enemies near you. That's pretty much in a nutshell the helmet. And we have some really powerful ones. Also, look, this one we can take it. Increased attack damage while surrounded 100%. Attack damage notes while surrounded. Here we have 10% movement speed while surrounded on top. Attack damage while surrounded. Even this one, armor while surrounded, evasion while surrounded. And that's why I even take here the iron reflexes keystone. Because even this helmet, if you notice, has some evasion. Also, if you have hybrid bases, armor and evasion, you can take it like this. Let me demonstrate how impactful it's this keystone actually. So let's take it as a reference. Here I have 87 armor. If I am to remove now iron reflexes, see 5%, which is a lot considering that the cap is 90%. It's a lot. So my boys, here also we have similar effects. Evasion rate while surrounded, maximum life per second while surrounded, attack speed while surrounded 20%, that's a lot. To attack damage while surrounded, you get the idea, armor while surrounded, and that's the beauty of this helmet. Also, we have 2 notes here that you want to take. 20% increased attack damage while surrounded, and this one, attack damage while surrounded. We have it on this note. So we're gonna take all these notes here. That's for the max version, pretty much in a nutshell, and this will give you quite a significant damage boost compared to the other. My boys, another thing that you need to understand is that cluster grenade shoots a lot of projectiles that will overlap. And actually the damage is much more higher than what you see in the tooltip, you know, because people, you know, they put here explosive grenade and then they say, man, this higher DPS must be better. They put here, because again they check higher DPS must be better. No, this cluster grenade overlaps the explosions and it's great damage even for single target. So the map clearing speed, it's S+, because by default the cluster grenade will detonate the grenades faster, so it's faster clear speed, covers more area of effect, but also the single target is great, which I will demonstrate by doing a map showcase. Yeah, it's a change that I did actually, because the cluster grenade detonates the grenades faster by default from the gem. I decided to drop shorter fuse and go with multi-shot. So now each totem will shoot 4 grenades instead of 2. And I tested yesterday on stream, and this is actually better and was updated even in the guide. We will use for the normal version and max version multi-shot. So each totem will shoot 4 grenades now, which it's actually a big damage boost from what I tested. So the setup will remain fire attunement, multi-shot 2 now, payload, and rewards velocity. Remember, I've seen some sucky boys, they don't pay attention. This is a wacky gem. We need to put the weapon in weapon slot 2. So here in the inventory, weapon slot 2. If you put it on 1, it will nerf the damage highly and you don't benefit from anything. So it needs to be weapon slot 2. I've seen quite a lot of Saki boys that put it in weapon slot 1 because they don't read the guide where I clearly said this. Hey, my boys, here time need remains, especially if you do mapping. There are plenty of Waystones that will curse you. With Enfeeble, with Temporal Change, with Elemental Weakness, etc, etc. If you have time of need, it will periodically remove that curse from the map. It will periodically heal you and remove ailments. It's too good, man. Here you want to put compressed duration, so it triggers more often. And here I'm doing some experiments at the moment because I want to show you a trick. So after I figure it out, I will update the guide. Let me explain. So far we're using Oil Grenade to trigger exposure and slow the enemies. So we hit here potent exposure, so it's much more powerful effect. But there is an interaction with the beautiful minions. So Godbringer, when summons the totems, he will grant us some random minions that will also give us some buffs. For example, skill speed. There are multiple buffs that we receive. For example, here I get 50% increased damage, I get skill speed, oh, a lot of buffs. What we can do here for these minions, we can support gems, by the way. And we have this one, Infernal Legions. So now they will be ignited, the enemies. Near the minions will ignite the enemies. And now we can put this one, support inflict exposure for 8 seconds on igniting the target. And it works. So let's say you do a boss, you summon your totems, the minions will charge towards the boss. They will ignite him and will apply exposure. So we no longer need Oil Grenade because of this trick. You get free fire exposure with this combo. You put Infernal Legion 2 and we put fire exposure. And now the minions will also apply fire exposure to boost our damage. Because of this, we no longer need Oil Grenade. Yeah, my boys. And we have two alternatives here. Gas Grenade does some explosions here. So let me put it first. You should Gas Grenade, leave some clouds. And now, if detonation happens inside the cloud, it will do some explosions for extra damage. So you can use this route. The other route that we can use, the Gas Grenade and Voltaic Grenade, will apply shock. Shock will also increase the damage for single target. So these extra grenades that I'm gonna shoot is just for bosses. Remember, we do it just for bosses. And both of them are good. Let me see what I can use here. You don't want less damage effects if you go with Gas Grenade. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use this one, so it's last longer. Yeah, my boy, so this is a trick that we'll do. You remember this one, because I will add it in the written guide after I decide on which grenade to know. I can go with Gas Grenade, Voltaic Grenade, both are good to use, but you need to make the right setup. Remember, you put Infernal Legion 2, Fire Exposure, in addition to Culling Strike, Mid Shield, and Minion Mastery. You want to put it there. Okay, my boys, now let's do a map showcase. Hopefully I explained everything. So the skill tree is the same for the top part. I just did the changes here at the bottom to include the surround nodes, yeah. So basically I drop these nodes when there is unique in the present. I drop these nodes too to allocate here, to have the points to allocate. My boys, now let's do a map showcase so you can see how powerful is this build, because this is a powerful build. Oh, it's powerful and sexy, my boy. Powerful and sexy. Let's make it harder, you know. People will say, oh, you need to put more modifiers. Okay, I put a lot of modifiers here. By the way, we don't need to use a regex filter for the build. This build can do all the modifiers that you want. Yeah, so we don't use a regex filter for this. We do this one. Or this one. We have a map boss, it's radiation, we have breach. Good for the showcase. Traverse it. So this will be the gameplay showcase for the max version. I'm drinking my coffee. Still morning here. Okay, my boys, let's clear the map. We also have a map boss. How you play this one? Every half a second you drop one totem. This will be the best field that you have. Because of the delay, every half a second you drop a totem and everything will die. You can do all the content that you desire from the Atlas. You can do breach, you can do expedition, you can do ritual, you can do whatever you want. From time to time you can use the shield that we have here. Use the shield. So this is for new channel visitors, because I'm playing daily this build on stream. People know it. Even on the normal version I did a lot of things with it. It's very strong. You can make it on a chip under 2 Divine Orbs. It works flawlessly. Flawless victory. Damage is great even for single target. Clear is S+. The cluster grenades have a large area of effect. So it's fast. The clear is fast. I'm on my way to level 94. Take this. And remember, the totems do everything for you. They target the enemy, they kill the enemy. So basically you just move around, you dodge things if you want, like a boss, and the totems will do everything. You don't need a lot of map awareness. I mean, if you suck at the game, you don't need to target manually something or shoot manually something. One button build. I am just literally one button build. Walking and dropping. Walking and dropping. Okay, here is the Rogue Exile. Look, I got a Fracturing Orb. I'm trying to collect all the uniques to fill my unique stash there. Yeah. I'm a nerd. As you can see, the clear is easy, the clear is fast, and the tankiness is good. Tankiness is good also. You need to get used to when to place the shield too, and you'll be fine. It can clear the Abyss fast too. And the Abyss you'll find in each map, so it's pretty good. 1 second, stay away from the green things that explode. Or play carefully if you... Oh. Oh, I have bleeding. No, damage over time, you need to be careful with damage over time. But again, I have a lot of life regen, this will help with damage over time. Okay, let's take the crap. Oh. Come on, Whis. And trust me, it's really fun to play. I'm really having fun, which is all that matters. Let's use this, let's do it. Even strong boxes are cleared very fast because they have a large area of effect. The ballistas. Oh, here it's a secret. The build works with Headhunter. So, if you can get a Headhunter, they buffed the duration of the buffs in patch 0.2. Now they last 60 seconds. And in my opinion, Headhunter it's viable for this build if you want to do it. Also, you'll put here, drop the rare, and put a Headhunter. I want to buy one when I have the currency and I want to test it on stream. It works with totems, it has been tested already. Especially for Simulacrum, if you want to farm Simulacrum, it will be much more easier with a Headhunter. Oh boy, let me check this. Free Exalted Orb. There are 2 supports, or 3 that are above 10 Divine Orbs. That's why I wanted to check. Ooh, let's do the boss now. So, this is a boss. With the boss nodes from the Atlas and Delirium layer. Let's see how fast it dies. 1 second, I need to put shoot here. Oh man, it's ruining my... Give me a second. So let's put load this and then we put this. Oh, this boss has also multiple phases, no problem. I forgot.
Rage all you want, beast.
Now it's another phase, but I'm doing shit ton of damage. Maybe this was not the right map. So for boss, it's pretty much, this is the rotation. You'll put the ballistas down, and you shoot a little with rapid shot to get some hit. Come on, move. Oh, he got bugged. Let's kill him here. Okay, so this is the last phase. Put the totems here, put the gas grenade, shoot a little and done. See? A lot of damage. Yeah, a lot of damage. A lot of damage for single target. My boys, this is it. This is it. If you want to make it, let me know. You have it in the description of the video. Keep in mind, even on Discord, we have a community for this one. Here you have a support channels for the build. If you want to leak start with this one and transition into the build, there's also a channel for that. If you have questions regarding the build, we have a support channel too, where you can ask. Yeah, here are some pinned important information, how to craft your crossbow and other good stuff. Enjoy the rest of the day and good luck.